What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Shed of Solitude. I know the last video I did from inside the house, the old podcast studio, but we're back in the shed, which will always be a part of the channel. Will always be something going on out in the shed. Still going to do the reviews, the pipe smoking stuff, but we're mixing things up. And as you can see, I did move the books. We're almost old school Shed of Solitude here, where I'm gonna have to jazz this up a little. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but the books that are over on which I haven't done a video. I don't even think I did a video in the summer over by the bench there, the workbench that I have set up. I don't think I did any videos last year. I had books lined up over there too. They're gone as well because, well, as I kind of mentioned in the video I just did, the Shed of Solitude, the conditions, well, they're rough. They're very it's tough out here. It's not an easy life being a book or whatnot out here. Like, things break, things get cold. As I mentioned, even with my camera that I had in the video prior, somehow survived, which was a miracle because it's been in here for about 12 years, 13 years, maybe even more. And thankfully it did survive. But it's a rough life out here. It's actually warmer outside than it is in the shed. Right now the shed's at 37. I threw the heat on to take out the chill. I actually, wearing my Social Distortion Christmas sweater that I got after Christmas, and I figured, well, what the heck, I'm going to wear it now. It's Halloweenish. I might as well wear it. This thing is really friggin' comfortable, to be honest. I'm surprised by that. So, and for all of you that don't know, Social D is my favorite band for a number of reasons. They're not the greatest band in the land, but, for me they are. That's all that matters. This is great. So what I'm smoking, because the gentleman asked, I believe it was a gentleman, or maybe a lady piper, I'm not sure. They asked me, where do they get Edward G. Robinson from? Because it's one of my favorite pipe blends. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do a pipe video, and I'm going to smoke, and I'll tell them where to get it. I got mine at tobaccopipes.com, but you can get it at Pipes and Cigars. It's everywhere. I believe you can get it. I think it's in stock. I don't know. I haven't ordered it in a while. As you see, I got a big tub of it right here that I haven't broken into yet. But I just wanted to show you can get this, and then you get like this tin here. It's one of my favorite blends. It's probably on my Mount Rushmore of blends for some reason. I really enjoy it. And of course, with smoking in the 7LE 320, whoa, almost dropped. That would have sucked. One of my favorite all-time pipes. This is the Shed of Solitude pipe. I have another one that's was my first one. This one's the shed one. It's always in the shed. But this is a fantastic pipe. I don't know if you can get it. I got to look on the Pipe Nook to see if I can find more of these, because that's where I got them. And he was out the last time, and I think I looked like a year ago to see if he had any. Because to be honest, I'll buy them all, because this is my favorite pipe of all time. Anyway, so today's video, this video is just me having a pipe, you having a pipe, just kind of chilling out, relaxing from the world and all its chaos and nonsense. Man, this is now I'm still on the fence with my scientific research with the Shed of Solitude and how it preserves the tobacco, because you would think the winter is fine, like it doesn't dry it out, it doesn't do anything bad to it, but in the summer with the humidity, it's almost like it rehydrates it, and it kind of has this balance. Like, because there are a few tobaccos that are completely dried out, and I'd have to rehydrate them or do something with them or whatever the hell you do with it. But for the most part, the shed keeps it pretty good, I gotta admit. I don't know. I have good luck. I don't know, my fellow shed pipe smokers, let me know how your tobacco, if you leave them in here. I have some in the cellar. I guess some are out here. The ones that I usually smoke the most kind of live out here quite a bit. Or even the least favorite ones, I kind of just leave them out here. I don't know, maybe to punish them. Here, you have bad tobacco. Be punished in the Shed of Solitude. But yeah. The one thing I did forget to mention in the last video with my analog stuff that I'm getting into, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, because long ago, Speaking of harsh conditions in the shed, I had a record player out here, listening to music out here with the. It was great. I loved having the record player out here, but I thought about it, I'm like, nah, that's not good for the records or the record player. I can't, because they'll warp with the heat and humidity and the swing and temperatures and everything. It won't be good for them. The record player was fine. I kept the records actually in the house for that reason. I think I had a few out here initially, and then I said, no, I want to bring them in. And then I brought the record player in, and I've had it in there. But I'm going to talk about vinyl a bit, and why I got into collecting that, and then tapes and stuff like that. So music's like the one decent thing that humanity ever came up with. So at times I'm going to talk about it. I'm not like a vinyl snob or whatever. My turntable does what I need it to do. My tape player does what I need it to do, kind of thing. Nothing, I'm not, well, I say I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole and become that, but you never know, because sometimes you get on that train and you just go with it. And lately I've been on that nostalgic train, which I do got to remind myself every now and then, you got to get off the nostalgic train and live your life and not make that your whole identity, kind of thing. So, but yeah, there'll be some, I'll talk about the bands that I liked, why I liked them, the memory I have with the band, like the connection of why I like the band so much. And I'll probably do one next week maybe, because I ordered, one of my favorite bands of all time was Rush. And one of their favorite albums of mine is Roll the Bones. And I was looking for the vinyl record, and they didn't have it at all. And apparently, I was on Barnes & Noble just cruising around, and it's coming out this week. I think the 31st, they're going to ship it to me. So I'll have it sometime next week. I love that album for so many reasons. I can't wait to talk about it. It's funny, I found my old CDs too, because I bought a little CD and cassette player to throw underneath the record player, which I love my record player. This little boombox thing, not so much. It's kind of, the CD thing works, but the tape thing is shit. No surprise. But I found some of my old CDs, and I found my Pulse CD from Pink Floyd, which I got excited. I even got the battery to work, so the little blinking lights on there. Well, that's what this was. I was like, what's that hissing sound? Am I getting a gas leak or something? But no, it's my lighter here. So I listened to some of those CDs, and I found my Roll the Bones CD, but it wasn't in there because it was, tragically, I lost a good portion of my CDs when I sold my first Jeep. They were stuck in the, I'm old. I had a CD changer. I had 10 CDs in there, or 12, and all my good ones, the ones I always listen to, kind of went with the Jeep, which is cool. Hopefully somebody else enjoyed it. Definitely get yourself some of this stuff. I mean, I'm going to have another smoke of it because it's really good. And this is burning really, really well. I haven't had this in a while, and it's been out here. Matter of fact, when I picked it up, I'm like, do I even have any in here? Because I brought this out. I was like, maybe I'll have to crack into that because I don't have any of the small tins. But sure enough, there's a lot in here. It sounds like it's dry, but it really isn't dry. Maybe the top layer a little bit, but this is burning really good. It tastes really good. Matter of fact, I'm almost out. Nice and toasty. It's good. It's got that like kind of toastiness to it. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about straightening out the shed here. But we're gonna have to clean this up a bit. If it looks naked now, right? Like it's not even. I mean, I am gonna put some books out here. I'll put some books that I'm kind of reading on the regular. Probably my philosophy books, like meditations and stuff, Seneca and all that stuff. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. See how that goes. But for now, I got to put the books because I have a lot of paperbacks. I like paperback books. And it's fine because they can take a beating. They're made to take a beating, so to speak. But that only lasts so long. And with the humidity and all that and bugs and everything, I was like, you know what? Let's just bring them in. Get some shelf space back because I might do some projects in here, maybe model making or something. I don't know. We'll see some arts and crafts stuff or something. I don't know. It depends, you know. Who knows? Maybe some. Now I got the podcast studio set up, so I got two tables, two long. It's a desk, but they're like long tables, and I got the computer side, podcast side, and then I got a long table here, which kind of is holding things like my drones and stuff. And then I want to get another one so we can do like projects. My daughter can do her projects. I can do some of my projects. I might set up a over the head camera so we can kind of like if I'm doing a review on a flashlight or a notebook or something like it's going forward, I could do it that way. So who knows what I want to talk about with that, but I'll have it set up. I've always wanted to do that, like talk about things of that nature, so to speak. So probably going to do that. I don't know when I'm going to get to that because again, I'm still rearranging downstairs as well. I still got a bunch of. I don't know if you could see it in the last video, but next to the bookshelf, there's a bunch of bins with all gear and stuff, podcast gear that I've had, all that stuff. I got to get rid of, and I got to find a place for that. I got junk. I got to get the junk people here to take out the junk, and I'll have more room and stuff. So even with the BMX stuff, speaking of that now, which I'm going to bring back to the channel, I'm also bringing back some skateboarding stuff because I got a skateboard. I got to grip my skateboard. I've had it for almost 8 months, and I never because my knees were going to shit, so I just stopped doing that for whatever. But I want to grip the board. I haven't done that since probably 1990, 91. So that'll be interesting because I have a certain way I want to do it because I have a Powell Peralta Caballero, and I want to kind of see the Powell Peralta, you know, the guy sticking through. I don't want to cover, so I got to figure out how to do that, but that's for another day. So you'll see some of that too, and there is a workbench area that I have downstairs where I have my bikes. I want to put my bike stuff there and probably the skate stuff there. So again, I don't know if all this will take place in 2025, but I hope it does. Probably at the end of 2025. If I had to guess, probably September, October, or something like that. Things will get back to kind of a good pace with the channel. This smells so good though. Like even being out in the shed this has been out here for God knows how long. Probably 2 years or a year. Let's see if we got a stamp on here. Where's my glasses? On my head, right? All right, let's see. Let's see if we got a date. 7/18/22. So I probably got this in 2022, probably the fall of 2022. So it's been out here for a while, and it's doing great. So it smells wonderful. Of course, I burned this pretty quick. I didn't pack it as much as I thought I did. I'm almost at the end here. I got like maybe a couple of puffs left, and I'll end the video. Let you guys be on the way. Finish your pipe. Enjoy your day, evening, afternoon, whatever project you're working on. You're taking a pipe break. You're going to see more, I want to call it maybe pipe break videos where I'm just sitting here having a pipe and we're just chilling together kind of thing. And not so much a review. But obviously if I get one, we'll talk about it as we smoke our pipes or whatever. So, but as I'm finishing up, and I'm sure it's been annoying at least one of you, and maybe a few, like, what is he doing? Why isn't he using the grate lighter that he always uses? And why is he doing the blowtorch here? Well, because I can be petty and a jerk. someone chimed in and said I should have, I should always light my pipe with a match, basically. And to that I say, yeah, I've done that. Matches are good. They're probably the best option. They're great. But I'm going to smoke my pipe the way I want to smoke my pipe, as you should as well. And so for that person, I wanted to annoy them and just use this. I was going to get a bigger blowtorch, but I decided not to. So if you're still listening or watching here, put in the comments, just put a flame, so I know you got this far and you've seen what I was doing. So that's what I'm not a big fan of. I'm fine with everyone leaving a comment and stuff. 99% of them are great, and even that one wasn't bad. It's just I don't like the entitlement or elitist kind of attitude when it comes to hobbies, like whether it be vinyl, BMXing, cars, Jeeps. You get all that, people that make it their whole life and they kind of get snotty about things. I don't like that, so I will have a knee-jerk reaction. I wasn't going to address it, but I did. I'll probably get some flack for this. Was it petty and stupid? Yeah. I'll probably regret doing it, but, hey, to each their own. Smoke your pipe however you want to smoke your pipe. I've used Bic lighters. I've used Zippos. This is my favorite lighter. This is the one, I highly recommend this one. A lighter makes it easy. Matches aren't bad. I've done them plenty of times here in the, and every now and then I'll do them. I'll do it because it just adds to the experience. And I do recommend doing matches, but I'm not going to do that every time. I don't have time for that. It's just not something I'm going to do. I want to make my life easy. I'm going to just grab a lighter and go with it. And to be honest, this here, the cigar lighter, isn't that bad. It hasn't charred or burned it to a crisp or anything like that where you're not getting the flavors, to be honest. And this is one of a flavorful tobacco, in my opinion. The aroma and everything, it smells great. And using this hasn't diminished any of that, in my opinion. Your mileage may vary. If I pulled out one of my big blowtorches, I imagine it probably would have been horrible, and I probably would have switched or changed things out. But I'm just being a petty asshole at the moment. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoy your pipe. Hope you had a laugh. And the guy that made that comment and probably saw this, don't take it too personally. I'm just joking with you. Relax. You do what you do, and I'll do what I do. With that said, take care. See you guys probably next week.